Peter Greenwald.
Thank you very much. Oh, we told you outside, but you can hear me. That's the technical term for that, what Andrew was talking about is aeronautical engineering. My name is Peter Greenwald. I'm a corporate musician, and I've written a book called Logical Stupidity about 4 years ago. That's me, what I look like, and it's currently an Amazon bestseller in the rank of 10,519,000. But it is a bestseller, and it's about ideas, where we get ideas from. It's the theory of, I put them all into a book, and this is the theory. That's you, and this is your life, and no matter how wonderful your life is, you are always going to have to deal with a certain amount of shift from someone or something. And so the question is why? And the purpose is for innovation. These are your ideas. You have to invent some sort of poop scooper or a pill that takes the pain away or a law. And this is the theory of aeronautical engineering. It starts with worry. Unless you're worried about something, you can't create. So if you've got this whatever attitude, you're not going to be able to create. And this leads to a term called why the fail. And then you have, if you ask enough questions, it leads to inspirationalism, and where you copy other people's ideas, and that leads to you getting your own ideas, and then they eventually fail. For example, you're sitting in a restaurant, and you're wondering why the waiter won't notice you. So why the fail? Why won't he notice me? When I came in here, they buzzed me with one of those, those little buzzer devices. Why can't I page the waiter with a new invention called the Wuzzer? And that fails because there's already an app for that. Okay. My biggest worry is being ignored on public transport. So they obviously want to connect to me. They want to talk to me, but we can't. I'd like to add these people as a friend. So that's where the connection comes in. But I can't add them because I've got nothing to talk about. If only I could find out what she's listening to. So I've invented an app called the IPA headset. Share your headspace so you can think of something to talk. So here, this idea, PayNav, parking via satellite navigation, comes from not knowing how to pay for parking. We've got car guards, the machine won't take your money. So the connection, the question is, why can't I use SatNav? And the connection therefore involves information from the traffic department, and this PayNav tracks you and it tells you where you've been and it can charge you accordingly. Puppies on toilet paper. Why? Why are we pooing on toilet paper? There's a better idea. Birthday cards and newspapers are being recycled into toilet paper. Why? Why not just go direct? So new idea, solution media, where you can read your birthday cards on the loo and... Okay, so the point is, with aeronautical, all big ideas come from your anxieties. You're worried about where your kids are? We've got MobiFlock. You're worried about where your wife or your partner is? You've got the iBand to track it. You're worried about what's coming out of your baby? You've got diaper text, which tells you what time the changer changed the baby and what the contents is. What's happening? Oh, empathy, vital for the whole creative process. You have to feel something. Why are you carrying a bucket of water on your head? There's an easier way to do this. I play cricket, or you might be passionate about cricket. This roller pin cricket pitch thing acts as a metaphor for the hippodrum. And so you can roll this particular container. So it's very important to care. Okay, labeling your confusion, vital. An apple just fell on my head. This is Newton on Facebook. Does anybody know why this phenomenon is happening? No, I'm going to call this gravity. Do we understand what it is? No. But it gives you the impression that you understand, and we've invented gravity somehow just by labeling it into existence. And now we can share it. So label your confusion. Give it a name, give it a catchphrase, give it a song. The name, irresponsibility. That's how we got into this financial disaster. A catchphrase, something like Tulsa Hall. Then you've got it on a motorbike. Or a song, such like the Road Rage album. Now every time you have a road rage incident, you can add some type of content to that particular song. So, label your confusion, give it a name, give it a catchphrase. Label your confusion, give it a name, give it a catchphrase, give it a song. So creative expression is actually really creative frustrations. Rules. Which are the rules that you encounter on a daily basis make you challenge the system? Which rules make you say, you know what, why do we have to be in a car at the McDonald's drive-thru? Is there a better way to do this? So think about your terms and conditions, which rules are working, which ones aren't. Inspirationalism involves getting yourself in the mix, adding to the existing players. So in other words, you have to let go of what you know. You take an old song and you make it your own. It might not be better, but you know it's yours, and you've avoided all the copyright laws. Inspiration involves copying, pasting, and adapting. So you're adapting the technology to suit yourself. And when you see it, Angry Birds doing African style, and the fact that we have shortages, shortage of resource forces you to be creative. So let's start with the why the fail. You don't like the Starbucks uniform. That becomes your source of creation. I would rather have it more African style where the breasts are showing a little bit more. Then you combine it with Hooters and you've got Hooter Bucks. Try our slattes over here. This is what inspirationalism involves, getting inside this why the fail. Okay, well, it could be a situation. One morning I was woken up by some very angry birds. It sounded like they were competing on pop idols. Sounds like that's your metaphor. Pop idols, you've got flock of birds, flock idols. Okay, and then once you've got one metaphor, you've got a whole series of metaphors. Simon Owl, you've got Sharon Ostrich, search is on for the next big thing. Failure wall, keep a failure wall. There's your idea and it fails. Virgin brides, that was never going to work. So what made you a failure? What made you arsehole of the month? Keep track of it. Learn, listen, log and label your mechanical failures. Broken boom? No, it's not a broken boom. It actually makes you think of your sexual enhancing product. Oh, Teen Entrepreneur is a company that I work for. We do this to stimulate kids' entrepreneurial thought, creative thinking, and it's all about finding out the next big thing. And I do it with music and comedy. Some of the stuff works. And if you'd like to get involved, if you're a musician or composer or writer, please join me and talk to me afterwards. So here's the elevator pitch. Once you're in, you're in. I'm Peter Greenwald. It's a show that I've written about the innovation process to make it more accessible to other people. It's for youth, corporate and creatives, and I'm doing it through a multimedia musical. What can you do for me? 20 seconds and I'm moving on, speak. What can you do for me? 10 seconds and I'm moving on, speak. What can you do for me? Peter Greenwald. Give it up.